Okay, let's see, can I play any better? Avoiding major disadvantage from the opening would really help, usually. Actually, I've got a line, I was thinking of playing ED if bishop b4. I've seen it quite successful at the World Junior Championship in some games. Another day. Okay, now I think I'll take here because I don't want to castle queenside into a raging queenside attack. Okay. Is knight d4 possible, or I think I'll take here. It sort of weakens maybe dark squares. Possibly bishop d3 now, just to hold that e4 square. Maybe try and share that c file. If I can take in and king b1, try and share the c file. Mind you, this queenside attack could be dangerous. Right, so knight c4 is coming up. Is f5 at all possible? b4 knight e2. I think f5 might be okay. It's probably the only chance for play. And if I take that, b file's good. What about queen e2 for a moment? Queen e2 here. Okay, so the knight's looking dangerous. Can I get counterplay with knight d5 e6 or f8 knight g5 or bishop c4 here? It's looking so dangerous. Knight d4, that holds the fort at all? Bishop c4 when he plays b4, or I'm just giving them a ready-made kingside attack or something. So b3 is out of the question. I just get mated. Knight b1 there's queen a2. a3 there's probably b4. Maybe bishop c4 is good. Just eliminate the attacking piece. I think I'll do that and then try and do something with my king. Maybe run the king over. Start running. King d2 is knight e4. Queen e3. Would that be good for b? Trying to play b3. I think queen e3. Hold c3. If rook b3 maybe then. Queen a3, king b1, or king d2. Take b3 here for maybe king d2, if queen a3, then he could sack a knight here. Is it going to get actually horrible? King c2 there. If he sacked the knight, if king d2, knight e4 is winning a piece, maybe rook d4 first, at least play rook e4. Rook d4 just against that knight e4. I'm not really confident how this will end at the moment. It could end nasty. But I think I remember a game with a king sort of saving itself over here. But is it all worth it? If he did castle kingside, I haven't even got an attack. I've given him a ready-made attack. This has happened before as well in this line. But maybe f6 here. Okay, okay. I have got an attack, it seems. I've got potentially queen g5 now, or queen h6 of g6. So will he start sacrificing? Is rook, I don't know, rook b1 or knight d4 worth putting in? suppose he wanted this rook, that's why he castled, but this knight sack looks really dangerous. What about CB? What about just queen g5 straight off the bat? Just to speed things up. g6, queen h6, just ignore his attack. He's got knight e4, I can take. Might be worth it. Might be worth it. CB, queen g5. Maybe he regrets castling now. Yes, so it was a good attack, f6. The more I look at this, the more it seems... Okay, on this d4, he could play a very quick d4, knight d4, rook d8, queen g5 there, rook d4, king e2. Would I still have a good position there? If I sack a knight? My king's on e2, g6, queen h6. His knight's actually in the way of the queen getting back to f8 here, which is handy to know, but maybe he could throw in a check just to get to f8 at some point. Ah! Okay, of course, he does that. So I can blockade with knight d4 to stop d4. Maybe that's the top priority. That gives me queen g3. I think that's the top priority, but it supports b3. Okay, I can now. Is it worth taking on e4? I hope it is. Queen. If I do anything else, then well, king e2 might be plausible. Queen b2. No, I think taking is okay. So I get another time again to move my king away from firing line. If I move it to f2, queen g3. I might get my king just to shelter. So many times king safety comes in to these blitz games. Right, if I get that one over that, no, hang on. I'll provoke that, force that weakness. Maybe queen f4 holding on to okay, and now okay, so I'm dropping a pawn here unless b4 does anything. I think b4 just to get the queen off e5. If I get the queen off e5, so that gives me now rook e3 for c3. If I can support the knight with c3. Ah, okay, there's rook h3 here as well. Okay, so now there's takes and rook h5 or knight e6. I think rook h5, queen g5 is probably quite quick. I do need something quick. He's got 15 seconds as well to defend this. I'm not running into a major check at the moment. It's got queen f8. My attack's probably unsound. Oh well. He's got queen f8. I think I messed that up, as usual. It's not really recommended. Pardon me. I've had a cough. Sorry. It's not recommendable, this approach, but I think I've seen something similar of in a master game once. It was very scary, that master game, but this wasn't Yeah, E5 is weak. So this is a big problem, which makes me wonder about that taking on E4. Actually, I've given him access to E5 here. It's not just, I thought the bishop wasn't the issue, but actually, if the queen has to go there, then I know we're into a different situation a bit, where E5, it takes more time to get to E5. So that's a little bit more time for an attack, maybe. A bit scary, this game. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.